Hi, good morning. Today we will see the dynamic characteristics of measuring instruments. This is Hemadri working as assistant professor in mechanical engineering. Today we can see dynamic characteristics and then problems on accuracy and precision. First thing is dynamic characteristics. So how we will define the dynamic characteristics means the instruments which are used, it will be measure the quantities which will be varying with time. So this one we can call it as a dynamic characteristics. So some of the dynamic characteristics are listed here. We can see one by one in detail. Steady state, periodic, transient, speed of response, measuring length, fidelity, dynamic error. First thing is steady state periodic. So it is a magnitude has a definite repeating time cycle. So that's why we can call it as a steady state periodic. Whenever the output it will come, it will be in some definite repeating time cycle. So this one we can call it as a steady state. Next thing is transient. So whatever this magnitude whose output does not have definite repeating time cycle. Whenever the output it will keep on varying with the time, we can call it as a transient cycle. So next is speed of response. Here the measurement system, how it will respond to the changes in the measured quantity. The system responds. Some systems we can see whenever you will change in the input, immediately it will respond. It will give the some output value. Some systems slowly it will react to the input. So it will depend on the systems. Example in our mobile phones we can take as an example. In mobile phones, whenever we are using, you are on, we will switch on some app. It will after some 2-3 seconds then only it will open that particular app. It will take some time. Some mobile phones you can see it will take maximum 5 minutes time to open particular app. So it depends upon the how fast the system it will respond. It will depend on the mobile phones. As a example we have discussed here. So next thing is measuring lag. Here the measurement means what are the input or what thing you are going to measure, that is called measurement. The measurement is measured by the instrument with a time lag. After the input is sensed by the instrument, it will have some time lag. That's why we can call this as a measuring lag. So after we are giving the input, then only it will take some time, then it will uh, give the output. So this is called after the input is sensed by the instrument, it will respond. So next is fidelity. Here the degree to which a measurement system indicates changes in the measured quantity without error. So whenever you are doing the measurement, the system it will give some accurate value without any error. That is called fidelity. So next thing is dynamic error. Here it is the difference between the true value of quantity changing with time. I told you already in last class we have seen the error and various statistic characteristics. Now here it is dynamic error. Dynamic error means true value of quantity changing with time and the value indicated by the measurement system. So this is called dynamic error. Now we can see the some problems on accuracy and precision. So example first we can see the true length of a bar is 20 mm. Find the more accurate value from the below options. In competitive exams also they can ask like this problems on accuracy and precision. They have given four options. See, this is our true value. Whenever you can do the measurement, I am getting some four values. What is the accurate value we have to find? First of all, accuracy means it is the value, it is very close to the true value. That is called accurate value. So here we can see that which value is very close to the 20 means 19.95. It is very close to the true value. The difference is 0.05. Here you can see the difference 0.09. Here we can see the difference between true value and measured value zero point 0.5. Here we can see the difference 2 It is very far. So this is also very far. This is also compared to these two things, it is very close. So that's why here the accurate value is 19.95 So next thing is the true length of a bar is 20 Experiment repeated in 4 times. We have to choose the more precise value from the below options. We have to select the which is the more highly precise values. So first of all, what is meant by precision? Precision means whenever you will repeat the experiment, all the times you can get the very closer values you can get. That is called precision. So sometimes same values we can get 4 or 5 times also. That is called highly precise instrument. Now we can see this is the true value. This is our you can see the I am repeated experiment in 4 times. First time I will get the 19.5, 19, 18.8, 20. All these 4 times the difference between the these value is not closer, it is very far. So next option 20, 21, 19.5, 18.8. Here also the difference between the readings is somewhat far. So this is also not correct. Here we can see 20.02, 20.04, 20.01, 20. So it is very close to the all the times the values are very closeness. So all 4 times I am getting 20, 20. It is very close to the true value also. So this is called our, this is the correct answer. 20.02 first time I'm getting, second time 20.04, 20.01, 20. So whenever I will repeat the experiment, I am getting closeness to the same values, closer. So this is called highly precise. This also it is very far from the true value, and then difference between these two is not slow close, it is very far. So next example we can see another problems. Say the true length of bar is 30 Find the more accurate value from the below options. Here easily we can find. What is the accurate value means? It is to very closeness to the true value. So 29.95 is the very close to the true value. The difference is 0.05 So it is the correct answer. So next thing is the true length of bar is 30 Same experiment I am repeated in 4 times. Choose the more precise value from the below options. Here see, I am repeating the experiment in 4 times. First time I am getting 30.05, 32, 28 and 29. Here the difference between these readings is somewhat very far. So it is not a precise, highly precise value. Here also we can see that you can find the difference. It is also very far. So here you can find the difference. First thing is 29.98 and 29.96. Here 29.95. Next thing 30. Here I am getting almost closer values. Whenever I will repeat the experiment, I am getting same values very closer values. So this is called highly precise values. So this one we can select as a correct answer. Here also we can see this is not highly precise. The difference between these readings are very far. So this is also not correct. So so far we have discussed about what are all the dynamic characteristics of instruments and problems on accuracy and precision. So this is very important. As a engineer, we want to know how the systems will represent, how it will respond, what are all the various characteristics of instruments, and we can see of what is the importance of accuracy and precision. Normally in industry, they will always prefer highly accurate and highly precise instrument. Then only you can get the correct reading. Otherwise, the measurement whenever you are doing, you can get the some error. So it is very careful before designing any instrument. Always they can concentrate on it has to give highly accurate value, and then it should be give highly precise values. Whenever you will repeat the experiment, there is no change in the readings. You have to get all the values are same or it is very closeness. Why it is occurring like this means it will depend on the operators who will do the measurement. It will vary from the operators, or it will have some small error in the instrument like some parallax error. All those things it will depend on the accuracy and some precision. Okay, thank you.